Welcome to In Focus, a member-exclusive spotlight from the United Chamber. Here we go beyond the logo to explore the people, purpose, and progress behind the businesses shaping our region. Let's bring it into focus. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to In Focus, the official membership podcast of the United Corpus Christi Chamber of Commerce, where we highlight people, organizations, and businesses making a difference in our community. I'm your host, Gloria Fuentes, VP of Membership, and today we're joined by someone who is doing powerful work to help uplift our community. Please help me welcome Brianna Davis with Esperanza de Tejas.
Yay! I am so excited to be here with you today.
Brianna, thank you for being here. This is a special day, not only because you're here with the podcast, but we also celebrated your ribbon cutting for your new building here. So thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of this special day with you.
We absolutely love being chamber members, and it was so amazing to see the community show up and show out for us today, and just the outpouring of love was amazing.
So much love. My heart was just filled with joy. Just so much that you're doing for the community. For those that may not know you, tell us a little bit more about what you do.
Yeah, so I'm the founder and chief executive officer of Esperanza de Tejas. I founded Esperanza 6 years ago, and we exist to ensure that underinvested communities have access to essential items, resources, educational and workforce opportunities to get communities to a place from not surviving anymore, but to thriving.
I love that. Just listening to everything that you do and for our community is so touching. I want to know what inspired you to get into this.
So I'm a Corpus Christi native, and I like to call myself homegrown from here in the west side of town. And honestly, my background has been in mental health. And one of the things that I saw when I was doing mental health was barriers, systemic barriers, basically. And my goal with Esperanza is for us to be an organization that breaks those barriers down. Like I said in my speech earlier today, is that when people are in need, they shouldn't have to go through hoops to prove that need. There shouldn't be a humiliation factor when people are coming to get essential items. If families are already in a place of crisis and survival, we need to be able to break those barriers down. When our community is thriving and they're uplifted, we see boosts in our workforce and our economy. We see higher attendance for children going to schools. We see families spending more time together. So all of this work is so intersectional and connected. So, that's why this resource center is so important, and that's why the work that Esperanza does is so pivotal, not only for the Coastal Bend, for all 29 counties that we serve across Texas.
So it sounds like there is a lot of passion, and that sounds like that's part of your mission.
It is. I know what it is to stand in line waiting for food. I know what it is to stand in line with my parents during Christmas, hoping that we'll get some Christmas gifts from my younger siblings. And, some of my earliest memories are of, my parents being at HEB and contemplating in the car if they're going to write a hot check for some diapers and formula because my siblings were 11 months apart. So, I know firsthand what it is to feel how the families that we serve feel. And that's why this work is so personal and important to me.
So important. I can hear the passion in your voice. So if you can tell me, what are some of the key services that you have for the community?
Yes, so we have our Hope's Closet, which is standalone free stores that provide clothing, essential items. We have one at RMA High School in Corpus Christi, at Elevate 361 Youth Re-Engagement Center, at Robstown Young Future Center, and we just opened one at Real, and that is in San Diego, Texas. We have our virtual case management, so anyone can go on our website and fill out a form, and our case manager will give them a call. And that's for all 29 counties that we serve. Again, trying to break down those barriers. So we'll do a HEB, a Walmart curbside order, or if that family doesn't have transportation, do an Amazon order for them. We have our mobile community connection centers that go out and we meet families directly where they're at. We go to parks, we go to neighborhoods, we go to churches, wherever that families will congregate, we go to give out these essential items. Our MCCs are very popular in our rural areas and colonias, things of that nature, because as we see, there's food deserts, resource deserts, and there's just a lot of transportation barriers for those rural areas. And then now with our resource center, we're hoping to continue to provide all those, programs that we do. We also have, similar to Leadership Corpus Christi, we do it for youth, and that program begins in May, and we kick that off and culminate it in October at a summit that we do. And we provide scholarships for youth, workforce clothing, really getting them ready, because we want to just make sure, again, that families are not surviving, that they're thriving. Every child deserves the opportunity to thrive. And one of the beautiful things at Esperanza is that we have realized and serve not only children, but the family as a whole. Because in order for everyone to be stable, in order for everyone to thrive, you need to make sure mom and dad are okay, siblings are okay, everyone, because that's how we're gonna uplift and empower our families from getting from a place of crisis to stabilization.
So important. And do you accept donations?
We do. Now at our new location, 1435 Sioux Lane Place in Corpus Christi, 78415, people can drop off donations. What we're really, really in need, and I know I'm reaching out to our chamber members, hoping that they'll listen and hear the need and call of action, is workforce clothing. One of the beautiful things that we have now in our computer lab is on Mondays and Wednesdays, we'll be doing resume writing with people who want to either enter the workforce or re-enter. And one of the things that we're wanting to do is after they do interview writing with us or work on their interview skills, is that they're able to go to our clothing closet and get some of those workforce clothing. We want to give them not only the soft and hard skills to be able to achieve their goals and get a job, but also empower them. Like when you have a nice outfit on, right, you feel like you can take on the world, and that confidence, it just exudes from you. And that's what we want to do with the families that come to us. So if any of our chamber members are listening and they have some, suits or ties or slacks, we always get a lot of women donations. Women tend to be, givers. But our men out there, if you can give us some button-ups, some ties, some slacks, belts, we would greatly appreciate that for, people re-entering the workforce.
So you hear it. If you have anything at home, make sure to bring it over.
Yes.
Then I'm sure that they'll be able to use that and feel confident in what they're going to be doing. So right now, can you tell me, what do you see the impact has been with all the help that you've been providing the community?
Yeah, so to give you, just a raw number, last year we spent over $100,000 on diapers and formula alone. Last year we also served over 27,000 individuals across 29 counties. 15,000 of those individuals were here in Nueces County.
Wow.
So our impact, the numbers don't lie. Data doesn't lie. Unfortunately, the need is not going down. There has been a lot of federal and state cuts. And with those cuts, we see programs like WIC go from being able to give 15 or 14 cans of formula down to 10. So when things like that happen, we get an influx of people coming to us for our services. So the impact is there. We see it every day with the numbers that we serve. To give you an example, last month via virtual case management, we served over 150 people, and that's just virtually. That's not even in person. The need doesn't die down. And I think often one of the things that I touched on, in my speech is that people have this misconception of what poverty looks like. And they seem to think that it's just someone who might be homeless or unhoused. And yes, that is true, but it also looks like people working every day, people not being able to make ends meet, people who have special needs children and they're unable to work a job because of their kids' medically complex needs. So, I implore everyone listening to really just think about that and think about the people that you know. And sometimes there's this misconception that, they're giving out diapers, they're giving out wipes, that's charity. No, it's a lifeline. It's what can make sure that a child goes to daycare. It's what makes sure that a mom can take her child to daycare to go get a job or to work. When families can pay the rent and still have diapers and milk or food, that's a win-win. So, I just want the people listening to really think about that. And again, if it's not Esperanza, if we're not your cup of tea, we have so amazing nonprofits that are chamber members, and some that are listening that might not be. Come on over and join. This is a great way, joining the chamber and other organizations in the Coastal Bend, to amplify the work that we're doing and really not only let people that are part of the chamber know about the work, but it's a way for us to get our message out to community members. We're here to help. Come and let us help.
I love that. So you're taking donations, but you also take monetary donations as well. So important.
Yes, we love them checks, girl. Dollar bills, y'all. We love it. And, one of the wonderful things, like I said, is that you can see with Esperanza where that money goes. You can come to our resource center and see the shelves with diapers. You can see the shelves with the loaves of bread and the spaghetti and the formula, and you can see where your dollar goes. As you guys saw today, the audience wasn't just chamber members. Right. It was a mix of families that we've helped. Families that are like, thank you for seeing me, thank you for helping. And they wanted to come and commemorate this moment for us because they know how big it's been. They've met us at parks, they met us at parking lots. When I first started Esperanza, I was giving out diapers out of the back of my car. Nowhere to go. And now, 6 years later, we now have this amazing building thanks to the Housing Authority and Bluebonnet Gardens. But it's partnerships through, being able to amplify our message and our voices by being members of the chamber.
Well, it is a nice building, I have to say.
Yes.
So let's shift gears a little bit. I think it's time for a cheer.
Yes.
So congratulations to you. Let's take a little sip.
Diet Coke sponsor me. I'm addicted.
So the next part is a little bit of fun.
Yay.
It's what I like to call quick fire.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a few questions, and you're going to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Let's do it.
Okay. So coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay. Music or podcast?
Music.
In one word, describe Esperanza de Tejas.
Love.
Oh. Legacy or impact?
Impact.
And lastly, describe one word to describe Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi is not a real place. My husband says that all the time. I would say community. Corpus is so beautiful,
That's a good word.
and everyone shows up for one another.
I love that. So tell us, what's coming up with Esperanza de Tejas?
So if people check up on our website, we'll be releasing soon the application for our leadership program. We are excited. We just bought a mobile unit, so we're renovating that to take our mission on the road to all the 29 counties that we serve. And now with our resource center, just, creating a foundation here on the west side of town and wanting to pour love into all the families here. So that's what's next for us.
And if you can, Brianna, share with everyone how they can get a hold of you.
Yeah, so you can reach us at esperanzadetejas.org, hope@esperanzadetejas.org. Hit up any of our social media sites. Our number is on there. We have a few numbers. We have one in the Valley, one in Corpus, one for Houston. Pick whichever one. We'll pick up. And that's how you can reach us.
Excellent, Brianna. It's been so touching. Oh my goodness, so touching just to hear everything that you do to help uplift our community. So important because there's just so much love and so much need. And It's important when you not only help the child, but you're helping the family as well. And we need to keep that positivity and that uplift to help grow Corpus Christi and keep people happy. So
Yes.
thank you so much for what
Thank
you do.
you.
I know that you're going to be getting a lot of help.
I hope so. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. And thank you for being here today and being a part of this special day with us with In Focus. Again, I'm Gloria, VP of Membership with United Corpus Christi Chamber of Commerce, and this has been In Focus, the official podcast of the United Corpus Christi Chamber of Commerce, where we help speak to businesses and community that are helping our community grow and keep them strong. So thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Until then, stay inspired and keep building Corpus Christi to see it grow.